I am Ozuna from the Braves. Welcome everyone to the Fantasy Baseball Experience Matchup 3 podcast. Shout out to Logan and Will this week. They were the two top scorers in the league, but neither of them could make the pod tonight. And I didn't really see anyone else deserving. No one else was quite to their stature into the points this week. Couple guys going for a 3-0 bid, including my wife is in there. She made the 3-0 bid. Let's see who else here. The Cousins team, Cortez the Killer, I believe they are a lock for starting out 3-0. And Logan would be the other person starting out the season 3-0. So some strong teams in there. But the top scores this week were Logan. Well, Logan and Will matchup still going on. It's Sunday Night Baseball. It looks like Logan's going to edge him out unless Machado could hit a homer tonight. But he's at 329 and Will is at 322. Will cannot join because he is doing his taxes, everybody. They are due tomorrow. I got my tax return like 2 months ago, so he's really lagging behind there. Let's see what's going on. Got a fantasy update in a different league, not this league. So let's jump right in. I'm just going to do a solo pod here. I'm going to try and cover everything pretty quickly. I bring up Ozuna at the beginning because that dude is hot right now. Let's see, check out how many points he had this week, but I'm pretty sure it was another gross amount. 38. He is sixth in the league in points overall so far this year. He has 17 RBIs this season and a whole pack of chew in his mouth. That dude is up to something at all times. Let's go ahead. I'll cover some other big weeks this week. Jose Altuve looking good. Ellie De La Cruz coming off the trade. Everyone kind of thought Cody really won the trade early on. I didn't feel that. I thought it was weird giving up a third rounder, but I was letting everyone feel it out. Ellie started out real slow. Now Ellie releases the big week. We know what Ellie's got in him. That trade's looking good for Will right now. Speaking of trades, Cody also made a trade with Brady with Bobby Miller, who had landed on the IL this week, but it seems like it's not going to be too bad. They think he's going to start throwing next week. So let's hope Bobby Miller's not out for too long, because if so, Cody won that trade in a landslide if we got a big shoulder injury here. Other big weeks, Polar Bear Pete Alonso had like 42. Mitchell's favorite pitcher, Jose Barrios. What a week by that man. I think he had over 50 points. Josh Naylor is looking great. Well, not really. He's hideous. He does not look great. That is an ugly motherfucker. Acuna looks like he can play baseball again. I don't know if he's playing to a first pick level, but he had a strong week. And if he can keep playing like that, maybe by the end of the season, you won't regret taking him over Mookie too much. And the new guy, Michael Bush, coming along hot, 4 games in a row with a home run. Michael Bush looks like he could be the real deal. Everyone go to Will. He is trying to sell high on all of his players right now. Paul Blackburn and Michael Bush are first round quality. That's it for most of the big weeks I covered by some players here. Let's move to, we talked about the team starting out 3-0. The soon-to-be roommates are starting out the season with a combined 0-6 record. Austin Carlos Rodizzi moving to 0-3 this week, and Alex's team, the Birmingham Buns, moving to 0-3 this week. That name is fitting, sir. That team is Cheeks. What else I got? Talked about the trades, the pitching injuries this year. I don't know if I need to get into those. The Cousins team, they're still seem to be performing all right. They get a 245 points this week. Strider, first round draft pick, and that kid is gonzo. So we're hoping, as Braves fans, more than fantasy fans here, that Spencer Strider has a good season, or the Braves have a good season without Spencer Strider. I don't know if Chris Sale is going to be able to perform like an ace. Fried has it in him, starting out slow. Charlie Morton, he's got that old man curveball strength, so he's a good solid spot in the rotation. He seems to be pitching all right. Sale can be the guy. Freed's got to turn it around. There's some dudes in the farm system. I don't know if Smith Shawyer is going to get called up soon. Let's see the news on old AJ Smith Shawyer. No news on ESPN. They got another guy. I don't want to give up my picker for the Braves, but if this dude gets called up, he's in Double A right now. If this dude gets called up, he's on my roster. That guy is an elite specimen. That's all I'll say. So Braves got a strong farm system, but obviously you cannot replace the number one pitcher in fantasy baseball, Spencer Strider. Other things I'm gonna cover this week. I don't have much to talk about without the guests to really kind of poke and prod their teams, let them brag what's going on. I speak a little bit on myself. I had a good bounce back week. My team's just like a consistent 2 to 250. I am not going to be dropping 350 points anytime soon. But it got me a win against Brady this week. Brady's team sucks. He will be moving to 1-2 like he deserves. He was on here last week talking junk. I think he ranked himself second in the power rankings. That's hilarious. Get that shit out of here, Brady. I hope you have fun moving back in with your parents, kid. Let's move. I'll just hop into a quick power ranking for the league. I think I did a good job. I mean, I'm covering everything quick. I don't have anybody interrupting me. You goons, you have like mush brains, and it takes y'all 10 minutes to get a point out. I can get through this shit. We've already been through the highs, the lows, the big players, the trades. I'm gonna go into the league standings so I can give y'all a good power ranking here. All right, I'm gonna hit this quick. Number one, Logan, 3-0, top in points scored. He should be on this podcast tonight. He was too scared to tell his wife that he wanted to talk about fantasy with his boys, but that's fine. Number two, I'll give it to Will. He's number two in points scored. He had a huge week this week. He proved himself. What's going on? I don't think he's 3-0, but what does that move him to? He's going to be 2-1. I think he's worthy of being second in the league. He's looking good. Benton, you're third in points scored. You're not third on my power rankings because I hate your name. We'll move Kinsley into third. She's 3-0. She's got the third spot for the power rankings this week. Um, Fourth spot for the power rankings. We'll give it to the cousins, Cortez the killer. They're not too far down there in points four, moving to 3-0. I know people stare at points four a lot, but I think the consistency shows in our record. People will have like these 400-point weeks and then a not so great week, and they lose by a little bit and their points for look skewed. I think the consistent guys that can give you 250 a week, they're going to get the wins. That's where you need to be. So that puts them at four. Benson, I'll slide you in then at five with your ass name. I need you to say it like syllabled out for me so we know how to pronounce it, how you want it to convey. Because if she's just yelling for your semen, that's really weird. That's just me though. Number six, we'll put Cody in there at the sixth spot. He's going to be moving down to 2-1 this week, but it's a solid team. I think the Ellie trade hurt him. Um, let's take a peek at Cody before I cement him in a six. Let's take a peek at the team. Don't like the bats. I love Corbin Carroll, Michael Harris, Judge, like those bats, but the rest of the team, meh. Pitching strong though. Grayson Rodriguez, Snell. He's got Joe Musgrove, Sonny Gray, and Blanco now. I mean, I'm not seeing. I mean, he's got two dogs. Andrew Heaney's in there. I assume he's just streaming him. That's fine, but we know how Andrew Heaney is. I don't know. I feel like the Ellie trade is kind of giving me weird vibes. And Bobby Miller would look a lot better, but now that he's injured, I can't say that he lost that trade yet. So I'll give him some time on that. But I'll put Cody in the six. I'm gonna throw yours truly in at the seven. I now have my first win, and I think my team, you can look at their points. I'm not out of the playoff pushing points. My points are fine. So I'm going to put myself at a seven. Kevin at the eight. He is right below me in points for, and he is, Kevin, are you moving to 2-1 this week? Think so. You're in a close one, actually, hung like a horse. Yeah, you're going to lose to two to my cousin. So you're actually moving to 1-2. So I got you in the eight spot, Kevin. That'll move Brady. You're into the nine. Austin, I'm just going to go ahead and say See, Brady 9. I really want to bag Mitchell, but Austin's and Alex's team seem to be on their own tier. So Mitchell 10, and then I'll put Austin and Alex as just inadequate. That's y'all's rankings. So there's the quick power rankings for the league this week. Um, I've been pretty busy the last 3 weeks with just random shit going on. Haven't really been dialed into fantasy. Y'all been able to kind of work waivers on me a little bit. Had some stuff going on, but I think that's over. Okay. You guys are screwed. I'm about to be murking the waivers, the come ups, the call ups, the injuries, the little nagging bugs. I can see them turning into UCLs beforehand, start dishing players. So I'm feeling great about everything that's going on. I got my win. Season's turning around. This is gonna be a short episode since nobody's here. If y'all have anything to add, please comment. I would love to talk to y'all in the comment section and give y'all a little bit of peace of my mind. See what y'all think about fantasy baseball. So everyone, like, subscribe, and be sure to comment on this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a good one.